You need to follow these steps if you want to get unlimited copywriting work from every client that you have. Now, unlimited does not mean that you'll only need one client and that you'll have 24 hours a day of work from just one person. That's not what it means. By unlimited, I mean as much as possible for as long as possible. And now, these things are so easy, but for some reason, I don't see people do them enough. For some reason, either people are scared or they just don't think about it or they're too shy, but it's not that difficult. And this is what you have to do. First off, pitch, emails, blogs, YouTube scripts, stuff that people will always need, either with cold outreach pitches or apply on Upwork jobs that are these things. I hate the narrative that some like copywriting gurus have that you only need to be focusing on sales pages and landing pages because that's where the big bucks is and that's the most important thing, and get amazing at doing that. And just emails are like, okay, like the thing to get your foot in the door. Like, yes, an email doesn't cost as much as sales pages, of course. But emails, for example, are not just something to get your foot in the door. Emails are used to build a brand, to build connection with readers. And the more you connect with people, the longer you connect with people, the better. And the more open rates you'll have, the more replies, the more click-through rates, the more sales, the more everything. And that's very, very valuable to a business. So if you do YouTube scripts, blogs, emails, stuff that they need on a daily basis, on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, whatever, then you're gonna have unlimited work. So please, if you have this idea that only sales pages are important, get that shit it's out of your head. Thank you. Now, how to go about getting unlimited work. First, when you close a client, you want to provide exceptional service. I made the mistake of just doing a meh job the first time that I worked for a client. I made the first blog and I didn't really put my all into it. Also, I was anxious, I was scared, whatever, and it wasn't the best thing ever. Then, luckily, I had another chance with that guy and I made amazing blogs. And he loved them. When you give an exceptional service to someone, when you get the results, that's when they love you. That's when you connect with your clients. Because it's not about giving people free value, like free stuff or being extremely fast. Sure, that's good. But the fundamentals of having a good client relationships is just getting them what you promised them. Does it make sense? Just being really, really good and exceeding their expectations. That's how they start loving you. 3, always be giving ideas and explain the things you did. Now let me explain this to you, give you an idea. If you make blogs, 9 times out of 10, or emails or whatever, you're going to be much better at it than your client. They don't know shit about it. And so they will want you to put some stuff inside that is not the best thing for the business. And you don't really want to tell them, no, this sucks, I'm going to do it my way every single time, right? So sometimes you can just have to suck it up and never outshine the master. And sometimes you should say, hey, I did this. Explain exactly why. Like why I included this line in the email. And make sure that it's something new and cool and something that you think that they will like. And then ask, what do you think about it? Even if it's something that they didn't tell you to do or something that they told you not to do, but you frame it in a different way and you say, hey, here's what I did. This is why it works. What do you think about it? That's how you kind of become an expert in your client's mind. I mean, you're probably an expert if they hired you in there, but you don't just want to be a freelancer. That's the point. You want to be someone that they partner with, someone that gives them ideas and say, hey, you should do this as well. We should do this. I wrote this, blah, blah, blah. And if you 4, talk like an expert, and don't belittle yourself or anything like that, and you're firm in what you're saying. This is why things work. This is why you do stuff. Then you're more likely to get more work from them. And now how this all works, how this all ties into one last point that I have, is you keep finding problems to solve. Let's say you do their emails. Okay, then you record them a Loom video of their website. And you're like, hey, this could be better, this could be better, this could be better. Now, why am I talking about this at the end? Because in order for them to trust you, you needed to A, provide an exceptional service. B, you need to get comfortable with giving them ideas, because you don't want to run the risk of them just thinking that you just want as much work and as much money as possible. They need to trust you. And trust comes when you provide exceptional service, you talk like an expert, you tell your clients that this is why you did something, this is why it works. And you give ideas that expand their mind, that are good for the business, not just for them. And then you record Looms, for example, explaining, like going over their website. I did this many times. But I would go over the website and I would say, this is what you could do, this is what you could do, this is what you could do. You know what? We have the blogs, we should put an email here, an email sign up here. And you know how you can do the emails is that this is what it does, a connection, blah, 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 launch. And then I have one more work. I've done more work for this client purely because I have had the courage, let's say, to give many, many ideas, explain why they work, and take the extra effort to create some Looms to explain to the client why they need the thing that I'm pitching to them. And that's it. Those are my 5 tips to get long-term work. So to recap, do stuff that's actually long-term. Get the shit outside of your head that landing pages and sales pages are the only important thing. Okay, thank you. Be an exceptional copywriter. Give your clients ideas, expand their mind, talk like an expert while doing that. But don't go too aggressively. Show them that you care about their business. Show that you care about what they should do. No, don't just try and get the most amount of work that you can just for the sake of money. And last one, keep finding problems to solve. Your job is to solve problems. So record those Looms, show your client what they can do better, and say that you can do it for them. That's it. Bye-bye.